Okay, Kylie, excellent technique. Yes, definitely you were showing excellent technique. A couple of things I want to address here. Um, Now this should be built completely with images and masks. So you've got a couple of things here like this left hand right here. I'm not real sure how you got that in there, but that should be made with an image and a mask. I'm not sure if you how you did that, but at any rate, that all your layers should have masks. I think they all do, with the exception of that left hand. And then you've got that little thing right there. So I'm not real sure what those are, but you should have that whole left arm in there. I think you do have that left arm, and yeah, you do, showing a mask there. So I'm not real sure what those are. Maybe you can describe that to me. At any rate, we've got the other thing is the shield reflection. I'm not sure how you put that in there, but that should be another image, a full image that's masked in there. So again, I'm not exactly positive how you put that there, but maybe you can take an image of, like, I don't know, like a towel or something, or a sheet or something, and place it in there so that we do have it in there. So technically you're meeting the requirements by placing that image in there with a mask. Okay, but other than that, you're doing fantastic. Everything here is showing a mask. This is great. Excellent job. A couple of recommendations. Let's get a face in here. Somehow we got to get a face and using furniture pieces parts. And what about some legs? Maybe get some legs in here so that the shield isn't just kind of like resting on the ground. So we have legs so that he would kind of be holding the shield, or she would be kind of holding the shield up a little bit. I think that might be interesting. The other thing is this is really so light. Now it looks like you definitely know how to clip adjustment layers to individual layers, and that's fantastic. So we're going to take that step and see how light the body is. We can go over there to the body right there, and we can go ahead and create an adjustment layer. I'll just go levels. We'll go to the levels adjustment layer, right click that, clip it to the layer below it so it only affects the levels. I'm sorry, that particular image. And then we'll get our levels up here, right here. And as you can see, I'm just going to darken it up a little bit because I think it's really, really light. So we can darken that up just a little bit with those sliders, just so it matches the rest of the image. Not too much, right? Now you can also use a feathering technique in your masking, but that's a gradient technique so that you're gradating the, matter of fact, let me show you that. So I was going to show you how to use a gradient on that mask. So let's go to the body. And what we did is we did a levels adjustment layer, and we clipped that to the layer below it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take I'm going to overdo this so you can really see it, but I'm just going to make that really super dark so we can kind of see what's going on. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my gradient tool right here, and I'm just going to come here. I'm going to click the actual mask itself. I just want you to see what happened. See how it kind of gradates that part of those. And this is tough because it's such a small image, but if you drag that across there, you can kind of make the gradient so that the gradient takes to the parts of the image that need it. So practice with that. That's a really, really good technique. Let's just try that technique on another part. Let's go to the left arm right there. Actually, let's go to the right arm since that doesn't have anything above. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do the same thing here. On that right arm, I'm going to create a levels adjustment layer, clip it. We'll take the properties, let's find our properties for that, and we'll just really overdo this. I'm really overdoing this so you can see exactly how this works. Okay, and then we'll come to that mask itself, go to the gradient tool, and whoops, wrong tool. Didn't mean to do that. Go to the gradient tool, and we're on the mask, so you can see that we can just kind of gradate it out in different areas. Drag that gradient. You can see how different areas are affected with that. See what I'm saying? It's a pretty cool technique. So, and it really gives you a super great control in what areas you can lighten and what areas you darken. So, and then if you don't like it, of course, just take it away and start over. All right, awesome job. Any questions? Let me know. Thank you.